now the law, it permanently made the corporate tax reduction to 21%. It used to be 35% till it was reduced by the first Trump term. And that was going to expire in this year. So corporate taxes, if the One Big Beautiful Tax Act was not passed, corporate taxes would have gone from 21% to 35%. Now that is not going to happen. Other things like immediate expensing of R&D expenses, accelerated depreciation is a big boost to the cash flows of a lot of companies in our sector. Some of them that I have mentioned over here are Google, Microsoft, Apple. You can see in 2025 itself, it amounts to about $75 billion between these 4 companies, or rather 5 companies. That's the cash tax flow benefit in calendar year 25. For these 5 companies, it's about $75 billion. The largest beneficiary over there is Google. You can see at about 35 or slightly less than $30 billion. So just to give you a comparative idea, Google's annual cash flows that it generates is at an average of $60 to $70 billion. Just from the tax cuts this year in CY25, it will get anywhere from $25 to $30 billion additional cash flow. So roughly 40% of their annual cash flow is they are going to get additional cash flow from the One Big Beautiful Act tax bill itself. So you can imagine how potent this is. Now, the next question is, so what will they do with all this money? A, it will go in share buybacks. B, it will go towards developing AI capabilities in terms of hardware, software. So I think 2 major beneficiaries from the money that the government is going to provide to these companies in terms of tax cuts: A, stock buybacks, and B, capex on AI, hardware, and software. We did see Microsoft increasing its capex budget for this year as well as next year. In their earnings call, they did announce that they're going to increase their capex budget. I think it was increased by about 8%. Similarly, we saw higher capex from Google also. And so you're already starting to see the impact of that. And I think this will continue for the rest of the year. To a certain extent, the OBBA, which is the One Big Beautiful Act, helps in consumer spending because it eliminated taxes on overtime and tips up to $12,000 per year, so which helps the lower end of the income population. Plus, there is no additional. Plus, they provided some additional child tax and state and local tax deduction credits to homeowners and obviously families with children. So I think that will help to a certain extent. It was negative for EVs. They eliminated the EV credit of $7,500 per car. So for a car of, say, it was for cars above $50,000 or something. But for, say, a car of $50,000, $7,500 as a credit, EV credit, is a huge deal. So that's a big negative for Tesla. US Tesla sales will definitely slow over the coming year. There's no doubt about it in my mind. So that's as far as the OBBA is concerned. So that's why we feel this is a huge positive from a pure cash flow perspective. Forget everything else. To a lot of the companies in our sector, some to a larger amount, few others to a lesser amount, but in proportionate terms, it is equally good for all of these companies. So anywhere from 20 to 40% of their cash flows will be added just from the tax cuts from the OBBA.